At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we'll help you bundle your auto and home coverage, saving you money and time. Find us at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
This is Conversate with Us with Chris Donovan and Evelyn Urives.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an all-new edition of Conversate with Us.
That sounds like the intro to The Greatest Showman.
It was like I was welcoming people into the theater.
Right?
Welcome, everybody.
Do you know where your seats are? Do you know where your seats are?
Welcome inside the theater.
Popcorn, peanuts.
I should turn my phone down.
Yeah, you should. Turn your phone down and drink your drink up.
I ordered Instacart, and it's alerting me that our Instacart order will be late, but it's okay.
It's fine. They're always going to be on time. Welcome to the show. This is Conversate with Us. My name is Chris Donovan. That is my beautiful wife, Evelyn Urives.
I am the one. Urives.
I wanted to make you feel comfortable.
Urives. Evelyn Urives.
Whatever you said.
Evelyn Urives. Urives. It's about the rolling the R's. Urives.
Is it?
What is your name? My name is Evelyn Urives. Sounds sexier that way.
Sexy.
Everything sounds sexier with a Latin accent.
And tortillas. No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. There's not R's in that way.
What am I missing then?
Tortillas?
Burros.
Burritos?
Burrito. Okay, yeah.
Burritos.
Yeah, that's good.
You don't really roll your R's too hard on burritos, though.
No. What do you roll your R's on besides
when I do that? When I'm being sexy. You do that all the time, actually. You do that he does that a lot. That's like his go-to sound.
Yeah.
When he's trying to get my attention.
It gets her attention every time.
Oh, he's checking me out right now. Anyway, welcome to the show. Hey, guys. Thank you. We got a lot of love this week. People loved the ghost story from last week, apparently, which is funny.
With your haunted laugh. Whoa.
Yeah, I heard the laugh was a success. So,
it was.
I'm excited about that. Thanks, guys.
I think I should make it a ringtone. Why does my microphone sound weird? What's going on here? Hello. Hey, hi. Okay. Keep talking.
All right, keep playing with your mic right in front of me. It's so hot.
Yeah. I don't call it Mike.
It's got an orange muff on it right now, which is hilarious.
I'm just protecting it.
I'm going to take a sip of my wine. I'm having wine today.
She is. She's having Riesling. It's been in our refrigerator since 1997, apparently.
That was before we even knew each other, and we're able to drink.
Yeah. Right, it was the year after I graduated high school, honestly. You were still in high school.
I was a sophomore, junior, I don't know, whatever.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
But we usually talk about food when we start the show, and the food is a cake that you made.
Okay, let's discuss the
Please
cake.
elaborate.
Okay, so obviously we always are talking about food because food is just great ways to start stuff. But okay, so this weekend was Halloween, this last weekend, depending on when you're listening. But yes, Halloween landed on a Saturday, so I wanted to do baking. We talked about this last week. I was very excited about baking.
You did a lot of baking.
Oh my God, I was so excited about it. We made a bunch of candies leading up to Halloween, and then on Halloween, we decorated sugar cookies, and it was so much fun. But I really wanted to use this brand new mold that I got. I got a skeleton cake mold.
Which looks dope, by the way.
It is.
The mold.
Really cool. Yes. It's beautiful. It's really cool. I can't wait to try to, not mess it up next time. But let me tell you what happened. So you can also use it as a candy. You can make chocolate, use melting chocolate and actually form the whole thing and put it in the fridge for a few minutes. Do it again, and you can make that a big giant candy mold.
That's crazy.
So there's two ways to use this thing that I got at the bakery. Cake Box, way to go. And Cake Box on Main in downtown Riverside. I'll give them some love. They were awesome.
Yeah.
And so I thought the first way I was going to use it was making a cake.
Yeah.
So early in the morning on Halloween, it was a Halloween just like this. No,
Were you drinking yet?
And I was drinking just like this. No, I actually wasn't drinking just like this. I got up to work out. Everything was fine and dandy. I got done working out and I was amped up. I was like wide awake. It was Halloween. So I started doing some yard work by myself. No one was awake. Everyone was asleep. I started to water our plants. And I am the oldest person on earth, apparently, because I picked up my little watering can and with my right arm, my stronger arm, and tipped it over to water my little plants, I pulled something in my what felt like my rib cage or my kidney.
Yeah.
I could not tell. I dropped that sumbitch so fast and fell to my freaking knees. I
still
thought I had kidney stones for a second. Like, I didn't know what it was. The pain was so bad in that region of my back.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I did. I was freaking out, and I was like, do I have to call Chris? Like, do I get them out here? Can I stand myself back up? I mean, how old am I?
Can I stand myself back up?
I'm not kidding, because I was so hurt at that moment, and I was thinking to myself, I just did this intense ab workout over there.
Yeah,
and
right.
I was fine. Why lifting this stupid water can did I just get dropped to my knees?
It was full body day. It was core day.
Yeah, and I was fine. I was feeling when I do full body day, which is okay. I'm not like I'm not a great workout person. Okay, I'm really not. But I've been trying so hard.
You've been doing great.
I'm just trying so hard, and so on these Saturdays are my fun days because I like full body day because I get a ton of energy.
Yeah,
on
and
that
Saturday
day.
we get a bunch of stuff done, and
I'm always like, let's go. What are we going to work on now, guys?
Yeah.
I'm like amped up. So I was super pissed, especially because it was Halloween. So that was the backstory of this cake. There's a reason I'm bringing that up, okay?
Okay.
I medicate myself with my regular medicine, but I had to take a pain pill because I was in
She was
so
hurting.
much
Yeah.
pain. Get everything ready. I start making the batter. We had a couple friends come over. My coworker Garrison's family was here.
Yeah.
And I'm a little distracted because I'm in pain. I'm for straight up. I'm not standing anymore. I'm sitting on a stool.
Yeah,
I'm
she
trying
pushed
to
it too
really
hard.
push through this pain and not think about it. So I am enjoying that everyone's loving decorating cookies, and I'm just letting the kids do their thing. Even the adults were in on it. It was really cute.
Did pumpkins.
Yeah, and so I'm focusing on this cake, making the batter from scratch. And I was really excited. I used a Betty Crocker recipe.
Yeah.
I love this
I love
recipe.
Betty.
I have the Betty Crocker cookbook that's incredible. And I just make everything out of it from scratch when I can. And it was so great. The batter tasted incredible. And I
Got to use the farm fresh eggs. That's awesome.
See, okay, about the eggs.
Oh, what happened?
So I pour the batter into the mold and I put it in the oven.
Okay.
I even tasted the batter. It tasted good.
Yeah.
And about 10 minutes in, I realized I forgot the eggs. There were no eggs in that batter.
we have chicken.
And we have chickens! What an idiot! We have so many eggs. I was actually really excited to be like, my organic eggs from my backyard are in this
Right.
yummy cake batter. I forgot the freaking eggs in the damn thing.
Maybe you were just trying to make it vegan.
Okay, I was like, well, guys, now we know it's vegan. And I left it. They were like, well, pull it out, and let's remix it. And I was like, no, look at it.
No, you don't do that.
And if you would have seen it, it already was starting to like fluff up.
Yeah.
So then I'm thinking to myself, how is it going to fluff? There's no way. Like, it doesn't have eggs in there. And it did have baking powder and baking soda, so I'm sure that helped.
Yes, that did help.
I left that sumbitch in there. I pulled it back out.
What's funny is when you pulled it out, we're all nailed it.
I know, totally. It was like a very nailed it move. Julie and Cassie, like everybody's cracking up. Garrison, his wife, Anna, they're like, well, I mean, things just tend to go wrong when we're at your house with cooking. And I'm like, remember when
Last time
we
they were here,
burnt
I burnt an entire. No, I burnt an entire roast.
Oh, a roast.
Prime
It was
rib.
roast.
Yeah.
That's right.
We had to cut off the burnt parts on the side and the back and the middle and the other side and the bottom and the top.
There was really no parts of that thing that we could eat. We tried to eat the dead
very
center
middle?
and was like, no, that's not going to work.
We ordered one
One pollo. We ended up getting one pollo that day.
which sounds yummy. Can we get that right now?
Oh my gosh, they have a deal. They have a deal running right now.
Yeah, they
I'll
do.
show you that coupon later.
Okay. Yeah. They always got my deal. Well, I mean, it still tasted kind of like brownies.
So that's the funny part about the moral of the story is it didn't actually need eggs. I am sure it would have
helped it.
been easier to come out of the pan.
I think that's where you kind of.
I think that's what happened.
it holds it together.
Yeah, so it didn't take the shape around the face the way it needed to for the mold.
Which would have been perfect. It could have just turned it into a zombie.
Right. Hilarious. Why didn't we think of that and put some green on it?
I don't know. You girls just started eating it.
So then we just started chopping into it, and I'm not going to lie, it tasted like brownie. So
Yeah.
it wasn't cakey. It wasn't fluffy like a cake, but it still had that consistency of brownie. And so everybody was like, this is actually pretty damn good. And I was thinking, the next way we could have fixed that was with some vanilla ice cream. Because just toss some of that in there, it would have been really good. So next time I won't forget the eggs. Silliness, but if you want to try the recipe, it's the Betty Crocker chocolate cake mix, and it's really good, but don't forget the eggs.
Or just have brownies and ice cream on here.
That's it. Just a backup plan in case.
Change, right?
That's right. Switch it up.
All right. So you want to get into right now?
Yeah, let's get into right now.
Right now.
All right. So what's your right now?
God, this week has been weird.
Election?
It's an election week.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. So we, at this point in the podcast, we have no idea who the president is.
Let me pull up the numbers. It's been a stalemate for the last 4 days.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Nevada.
Right. And some places aren't calling Arizona yet either, but it depends on where you look. See, that's the really interesting part about this whole election. We won't go too deep into this because I'm sure you're inundated with election talk.
Exactly.
I don't even want to bother you with that nonsense, but it's super interesting to see how all the different media outlets are reporting the numbers because they're not all reporting them the same way. But what I thought was fascinating, I don't know if you saw this, Fox News, which tends to lean right.
Yes.
Okay. Called Arizona before most of the networks.
And didn't they call it Biden?
And they called it in favor of Biden.
Yeah, and Fox is a Trump thing.
And so a lot of people were like, whoa, that's like a big, crazy deal because, like, was that them jumping too far ahead? Like, should they not have done that?
Right.
You know, Trump's team was like crazy, like upset about it.
Oh, they're so happy right now.
Oh, and they're suing everybody. But
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it has been an interesting week, hasn't it?
It's been an interesting election because all of our kids kind of understand a little bit about it now.
Totally. Everybody has
And
an
they're all
opinion in our
watching.
house
Yeah,
right now,
which
from our
is-
9-year-old to our 17-year-old.
Which is almost too much sometimes, but...
Yeah, well, Aiden is very vocal. As a 12-year-old boy, oh, yeah, this is my wine, Cassie. Cassie's pointing at me like, you're drinking wine? She's not used to...
Never drink wine.
I know, but I needed something different today.
You mean the one that I opened that didn't fit my...
Oh, yeah, you want to tell the backstory about why I opened a bottle of wine?
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk into the microphone?
Sure.
Why did I open a bottle of wine?
You opened a bottle of wine because we were trying to do a science experiment, and of course, the thing was way too small.
The thing. What was the thing?
The cork.
The cork. We needed a cork for her science experiment this week. Could not find a cork because we don't really drink wine in our house.
It was either too big or too small.
Right. So we started opening whatever bottles of wine we had and trying to make it work for her rocket she had to make. And yeah, it was pretty cool.
It finally worked.
Yeah, it did.
Once we got one from another house.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a side
It
random.
was a champagne cork.
It was. That actually did work. Yeah. In a 2-liter, we had to fix it to a 2-liter bottle of soda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, side note, but that's why I'm drinking wine, Cassie.
Cassie, did you want to say your right now?
Oh, yes. My right now is that I just got a bunk bed.
Yes, you did. It's a loft bed with the very bottom is a futon.
And its name is Louis Futon. Louis Futon.
You named it.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with it being a guy's name.
Louis Futon.
But when your neighbors move, we get some really good things.
No, Futon is a girl, Dad, and Louis is a boy.
So Louis and futon. So the Louis is the top bunk, and then the futon's on the bottom. So Louis futon.
Yes.
I like that. That's super cute. Yeah, our neighbors are moving, which we're super bummed about. But they were like, "Hey, we're buying all new furniture, so you
want a
better
bunch of
come
stuff?
shop our house."
So-
So we bought a dresser from them.
And then I've also been shopping in there. and
Yeah.
going on with
Oh,
lots
she's coming
of-
home every day with new clothes from the neighbors because the neighbors have older daughters, slightly older daughters, and they love Cassie. They just want to give her everything they have. So we have way too many things in our house right now.
Yeah, we got like 3 more board games, some sticky hands, way too many tattoos.
We had to come up for sure. Tattoos.
We have 2 mattresses sitting in our living room.
Yeah, those are Cassie's old mattresses from her trundle and daybed.
And I like my new bed because it's longer than me.
Yeah, it is a lot longer than you. It is a big bed.
Yeah, it is.
It took up a lot of that space, and it was quite a biatch to get in that room. Ask Daddy.
No, yeah.
If you saw my Insta stories this week, you probably saw him do the wiggle wiggle to get out of the bed.
Wiggle, wiggle,
He
wiggle.
was-
Did you put the music with it?
I just sang it.
Oh,
I just
that's
did. I
funny.
was like, doo, doo, doo,
Oh, that's right.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All right, Cassie, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
You're
Hey.
welcome. Let me go eat some more food now.
All right, go eat some more food.
Eat more food. Okay, so that's all right now.
Yeah, so the right now, anyway, is just that. It's just been a fascinating week. And it's been interesting to hear our kids' opinions on everything and really kind of just let them, they say, the experts say, to rather than throw your own opinions out while you're talking about the election, to really ask the questions of your kids and ask them like, well, what do you think? Like, how do you feel about this? Rather than be like, because there's a lot of families out there that are F that guy, he better not win. Like, we're really not like that. It's kind of funny because our kids are a lot more vocal. Yeah, we don't really even need to say anything.
But also,
about any of it.
But also, I'm not really into politics.
I know.
And then them being super vocal, sometimes it's like, okay, calm down. You're 9.
Right.
But
right.
it's interesting.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written standardized reply. Thank you, customer.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, turn to Farm Bureau Financial Services, the people who rely on relationships, not robots, to help you make smart decisions. Find us at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
You've been around people who have vocal children about politics, but you can tell they're hearing it from their parents.
Yes.
And it's funny because I thought about that with my kids, and I'm like, okay, or did they think away because of us, because of whatever our thoughts are, and I know for a fact that I have always told them, like, you do not have to think how I think, and you can think however you feel. You go with what your gut says. And that was Julene's biggest thing. She goes, I remember when you told me specifically that I did not have to think this way. She goes, but then I started following along. And Julene reads way too much. And so she was like, nope, I have my own opinion, and I know who I would have voted for, and I know blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. All right. So they,
She's like, I would have voted for Ross Perot single time.
Every year.
That rich guy got my vote.
Ross Perot. There's a throwback name.
There you go. All right, what's our topic?
Okay, well, something else happened this week. On Wednesday, you and I celebrated our 12th wedding anniversary.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
12th wedding anniversary. Cheers, my wife.
Cheers, and that's why I had to have some wine here,
I know,
too.
I might have a little bit of vodka in my water.
Is there some vodka in there in that water?
My water.
Oh, yeah, hold on, let me sip it. Let me ship it.
12 years, it's been rough. I mean, it's been a really tough 12 years. So, I'm surprised we've made it.
Has it? Do tell. Do tell. I want to hear. Tell me about the rough times.
Oh, my God. Every day, it's
endless what?
Kids. Marriage.
Every day, it's kids, marriage.
Feed me, teach me, change my diaper.
They don't...
Oh, that was Evelyn that has a diaper.
It's just me. Can you change my diaper?
No, it's just
Has it been hard?
No, it's been fine.
I think it's been the easiest part of my life.
We've had a couple speed bumps, but that's been personal reasons. Individually personal.
Like my jealousy. No, I'm just kidding. Listen
to episode 3. Jealousy is stupid.
Oh my God, that is episode 3.
It is.
That's so funny. I think the one fun thing about you and I is that that's one thing we've never really had to worry too much about. I mean,
we've had that conversation before many times.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good, right? I don't have to worry about us because I have a whole bunch of other crap I got to worry about right now.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's good. 12 years. We got married in Maui.
We did. And it was actually funny that this is an election week because 12 years ago, if you do the math, that was 2008 and the year that Barack Obama was elected president. And the year, his election year, he was projected president that night.
Then the next year he was inaugurated.
Yeah. Isn't that so cool?
It was really cool because we knew the results that day.
Yeah, that was it was kind of a landslide too.
Yeah, right, I know.
It was a little easy. Yeah, it was a lot easier. And by the end of not even the end of our wedding, but the middle of our wedding, we got married at sunset.
Yep. Close enough.
Right before sunset because we had sunset pictures, and right after that, we had 65 people by the way at our wedding, which is just crazy because we were in Maui.
More people than I graduated with in high school.
Yeah, that is putting it into perspective if I've ever heard it. But it was funny because people were watching along, they were looking on their phones and they were trying to see, hey, does anybody know who won yet? Or every one of our family members had to obviously mail in ballots.
Yep.
like we did this year, which is kind of fascinating too. Another weird parallel.
It's funny too because 12 years ago, you think about the technology and the phones, like you didn't have everything streaming on your phone, so it was just looking up on your device trying to find the internet.
Or you're totally right, or somebody or text, or if somebody was texting you.
or there was social media, so there was some stuff on there, but it wasn't as popular or whatnot. But yeah, it was interesting because I remember Jeff Pope's speech included a Barack Obama shout out.
Oh, it was so funny.
That guy.
He was so. Here's the crappy part of that. We have none of it on video.
Yeah, that's
Nothing.
weird.
We couldn't afford the videographer. Now, if we also look back to 2008.
What else happened?
Let's talk about the Great Depression. It was just a recession. But yeah, 2008 was a big recession. And we were so strapped. We had planned for our wedding 18 months.
Yes.
And in the middle of that, had a baby.
Didn't we have disposable cameras out there?
We did, and they have never been disposed.
They've never been developed?
They've never been developed.
So we don't know which one of my friends have taken pictures of their junk on there?
Oh, I'm sure there's some on there. I have them, but it's been
you
so
have the pictures of the junk, or you guys have the
No,
cameras?
I have the cameras.
Where do you get them developed?
I don't even know. We didn't have the money right away to come back and develop them, and so they sat in a box, and then time went by, and then when I finally realized, I was like, these are probably expired AF, and they
can still develop them.
You think so?
Yeah, because they're just in the reel in there. The film is always sealed in a non-light container, so all they got to do is open it up, pull it out.
Well, maybe we should start working on that little by little.
Well, we got to find them first.
I know where they are.
Oh, well, then we got to find a place to develop them first.
I wonder if Walgreens does that.
I don't know.
Somebody does it.
I'd be excited to see what's on there because it's been. Julene was.
It's been 12 years.
Julene was 5.
5 years old. Aiden was 6 months old.
And a butterball.
Total chunky monkey.
We even dressed him up like that for Halloween.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. He was Yoda.
That's so funny. and everybody that was at our wedding is still our really great best friends to this day, which is super fun.
Yeah.
They were our close neighbors, my best friends, and yeah,
my guys,
it was all your
Zach
best
and
friends
Corey
were there,
and Jason.
except for Josh, but everybody else was there.
Yeah, but he doesn't listen to this, so fuck him. No, I'm just kidding. Love you, Josh.
I'm not gonna lie, I was so mad at him for not being at that wedding.
But
it was 2008.
It was meant to be because then LJ was in the wedding.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened on your side where
one of my
bridesmaid
friends
had to back out.
Charlene had to pull out that day. It literally was on her way to the airport and a family emergency happened, and she's like, Evelyn, I'm so sorry, I cannot come. And
Didn't she just check her dress and let it still get to Hawaii, and then we just picked it up or something?
Here's what happened. So she's like, what do I do? And I was like, okay, all right. And I was in this phase of like, I was not a bridezilla by any means because but I was also in this weird fog of there's a lot of things happening at this moment, and now I have to try to figure out how to get that fixed. So thankfully, I asked her, I said, okay, I know that you're having this family emergency, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Can you still send your dress? Because it's going to look weird in the pictures. And she's like, yes, of course. Where I go, because maybe one of my family members can wear it, or, and we can have somebody, hopefully and she's a thin girl. And I was like, okay, we're going to find somebody that's going to be exactly your body type. You know what we end up doing, which is so funny, is your sister was not in our wedding. My brother was not in our wedding originally. They both ended up in the wedding because of that reason.
Which is great.
Misty was pregnant, but still so tiny. She was so thin.
Tall, she's very tall.
And very tall.
Yeah.
We made that dress work.
I know she squeezed her pregnant ass in that dress.
She really did. She was still very tiny pregnant, but it was so funny.
It was.
So it really was all meant to be. I mean, I really wish Josh and Charlene had been there because that would have been really cool memories, and they were very close people to us. So
yeah, I was Josh's best man at his wedding. Yeah. And I have a speech, and I don't even think that got recorded. I did a speech at Corey's wedding too, but that was back in like '99 or something crazy. No, 2002.
2000 something, because
it was 2001 actually.
I think
because
Jen and I graduated in '99, so I don't think she would have got married that year, right?
The year I moved here, I had to fly back for the wedding.
Yeah.
So it's 2001, but yeah, I was the best man in that. And the best man in Josh's, and then I was a groomsman in another wedding.
Like the best man in everything.
I'm a great guy.
You are.
I was a groomsman in my ex-girlfriend's wedding.
That was awkward. That was the first wedding I went to with you.
And that was our first taste of Nevada. So Nevada, thanks for taking your time with the vote. No, just kidding.
Stupid.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Like I remember when you told me, okay, I got something else I got to tell you, because we had started dating. And maybe we were like a month in, which we knew we already loved each other. We were so in from the very beginning.
And this is and at this point I hadn't by my ex-girlfriend we hadn't dated in over 10 years,
like a decade. Yeah.
So but we've always stayed really good friends because that's just our relationship was always been really good friends.
Yeah. And it was pretty funny. So he's like, okay, I do you want to go to Vegas? I think that's how you said it to me. You're
I
like,
said I have to go be in a wedding. Do you want to go?
And I was like, oh, of course I want to go. Like, that sounds like fun. I'd totally love to go.
But here's the catch. It's my ex-girlfriend's wedding.
Yes. And I'm like,
and she's forcing her husband to add me as a groomsman.
Yeah, now how about that?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So what
right?
did you say when the wedding was going on and I was up there? Was it you or Zach?
Well, because I sat with Zach, who was ended up being in our wedding,
and then in front of you was
he. By the way, he's a chef in Vegas, so he lives there. So that's why he met us at the wedding to come and hang out. Which I'm so glad because he was my little road dog that night. Because I was by myself with you being up on the with you being up with those groomsmen. What did we say? I can't remember.
I remember you were sitting by Heather, and Heather is Crystal's sister.
Right.
And you go, one of these things is not like the other. And Heather turns around and goes, really? I know.
That was so funny. I did
put
say
their
that.
wedding together. Heather's wedding to her husband, Chris. I did all their wedding in Pullman. I borrowed a dance floor from my hotel and I took it all the way over there.
Isn't okay? So
backstory
with Chris. If you haven't heard some of the stories, Chris's background back then was hotel management, banquet catering, and doing all this. So everybody always went to Chris, and they still do to this day, for the record, and say, can you organize this? Can you help us put this together? You pretty much organize your brother's wedding. You organize like everybody's wedding, right?
My sister's wedding, we did the DJing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even our wedding,
DJ'd
our wedding, we had me, Dylan, Corey, Jason,
all
everybody
of our
out there
good guy
throwing around
friends.
tables and chairs before setting it up and everything.
Well, that was the funny thing because when we planned our wedding again so far in advance, we said, okay, everyone, we invited all of our family. We did because we were like, look, this is it. This is where we're getting married. Come if you can. We understand if you can't.
Yep.
And that's that. When we got back the RSVPs of 65 people, we were like, holy, can we afford this? Because I was thinking, we thought it was going to be a really small wedding because of that reason.
Yeah.
But it was so special. Everyone turned it into a family reunion, and it was just so wonderful, a family vacation. So we had to now navigate that. We had a wedding planner.
Yes.
From Maui Me. Okay, that was the wedding planner that we went with.
Good name.
Really great. But she was nice. She helped us get our license out there. But
the venue. That was it.
And that was all.
Yeah, I took when she started giving us numbers and stuff and started putting things down on paper and I looked at it, I was like, I could do way better than that. So I called the places.
Things.
I called all the places in Maui, set up the food, set up the tables and chairs, had them delivered, had them picked up, got the linens.
Our food was so incredible. Yeah. Our food was we've talked about this before, but yeah, anyway, it was the best food ever for a wedding. And it was $9.95 a person rather than $95 a person, which is what our planner was trying to sell us on.
Yeah, she was trying to sell some plated menu, and it was like $10 a person. We got crab legs, we got steak, and we got chicken. And we got something else, too. We got a whole bunch of sides and stuff. And they gave us all the leftovers.
And it was incredible.
And they cooked it on site. And they didn't. And I'm like, I was worried because they didn't take a deposit. I'm like, are you guys going to be there? And they're like, yeah, we'll be there. I'm like, how do I know? And he goes, oh, man, I'll be there. Don't worry.
I'll be there,
it's
man.
Good, man.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Don't worry.
He's like, hey, you're Ohana. And we're okay.
All right.
I hope that works. And he did. He showed up, man. They were great.
We go back to Maui. I'm going to look them up and have them cater my hotel room.
It was so good.
But so happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
I apologize. I didn't buy you anything.
Babe, come on.
I did, however, give you like 37 birthday presents.
What?
I got you like 37 birthday presents, and they took like a month to get here. So it's kind of like half of them should have been for the anniversary.
Stupid.
You still have a birthday present that's not here yet.
That's actually true. You could just throw it and be like, oh, it's for our anniversary.
It's for our anniversary because it's mostly for me.
Is it mostly for you?
Well, no, it's for you too.
Oh, God. It's really not for me, you guys.
It's totally for you because you're going to be like, oh, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to be like, well, thank you.
Oh.
But she did give me a card, and it reminded me of the card it reminded me of Up.
Oh,
a little bit, like the front of it, like the compass where you're taking the adventure.
Okay, we'll start with the beginning. What does it say?
The front of it's a heart, and it's like a compass, and it says, I love this adventure of ours. And it's got that adventure writing like it's up. And it says, she wrote in the very top, heart 12 years strong. Good, because I forgot. No, I'm just kidding. And it says, I can't wait to see where the next journey takes us. Happy anniversary, my love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
'Cause
I'm like,
we've always
in our
been-
backyard because COVID.
Well, our whole lives have been
Been an
kind of like
adventure.
an adventure. That's been a kind of the fun part of our marriage.
The funner part of our family.
It's been the funnest.
Funner part of our family.
The funner part of everything, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
I love you.
Thanks for marrying me.
Yeah.
Thanks for wanting to marry me. That's kind of cool.
Oh, the first day.
He practically proposed the first day.
I'm not stupid. I see something I want.
And he wasn't going to let it go, too. It was pretty awesome.
No, I tied her up. Oh, wait. No, that was a different one. Sorry.
a different day.
That was, I was reading a book. Never mind. Well, do me a favor, everyone. Go to thisisfunner.com. Let us know if you want us to talk about a topic. Give me a question
Oh, my
for
God.
us.
Totally. We would love you could ask Chris and Evelyn.
Yeah, right. Do it. Ask us anything or something. We can on Twitter.
And we haven't done our segment Jalapeno Business in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't actually.
Jalapeno Business. So if you want to send us any scenarios you want us to chat about, we would love to do it.
That'd be fun. I forgot about that.
I know. We haven't done it in a long time, actually. So hit us up at Evelyn Arrivas, at Chris_Donovan, and we love you.
Yeah, use the hashtag This Is Funner. I look at that all the time. So if you throw something up there, I'll check it out.
Absolutely. And by the way, regardless of whatever happens, okay, this week, no matter your thoughts on anything, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, and just be nice.
That's it. Kindness is key.
Yeah.
And it's going to be funny. No matter who the president is, you will see that the majority of your life will not change at all whatsoever.
Nope. You'll still not like your job.
Yeah.
You'll still be mad at your kids. You'll still have bills.
Yeah, and you'll still have a beer every once in a while.
And you'll have to pay taxes, and that's not going to change.
No, definitely not. So just, be nice to people even if they don't agree with your opinions.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that,
Awesome.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. And until next time.
We'll catch you later.
Conversate with us.
Conversate with us.
Thank you for listening to Conversate with us.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.